My God. My God. Backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? In theory, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? 8, 7.
Oh, hello. I know
6,
Store It
5,
Gomiono. Fancy
4,
seeing you here.
3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing. That's amazing. We're rather impressed. Such a pointless
Snowman.
exercise.
It's a pleasure to see
thank you for
you.
doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari.
Starry_boy has snacks. You brought me
Look at
some too.
this.
Right?
Look at this. It's 9:27. 1 million roses. Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. How the hell? My God. My God. I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? In theory, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
BB is lounging with
1.
me right now and is being absolutely adorable.
All right, here we
This
go.
is important information.
Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
So y'all may notice the sky is a little bit darker. Oh, we've already got the sun. Amazing. Fantastic. Great start. But the sky is a bit darker. One sec. Get some music on. The sky is a bit darker today. Basically, I realized the contrast. The contrast wasn't the best, so I darkened it so that way it doesn't blend with where I'm drawing as much, because that felt weird to me. But yeah, Hello, Door. Hello, Snow. Hello, Bui. Hello, Eladin. Hello, hello, hello. Put on my little drawing glove that is inside out. Why aren't you going on? No, you were not inside out. You just don't want to go on. Okay. Ow! Hey, Rose. So, today, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I was like, I want to draw. I want to do more art streams. I want to make those more of a regular thing. I did get my paintbrushes installed again, though. Because I had mentioned last stream that I was missing them. So now I have this beautiful brush back. Look at this brush. It's a very fun brush. It's a bit rough depending on what you're doing. Like it can be a lot depending on like the overall feel of it, things like that. But can also be really fun. So I got some new brushes, basically. I'm not entirely sure on all the brushes. Like, what's this? It's the same thing. Exact same thing. With a different name. But I got a couple new brushes, so I've got to check through that really quick. And figure out what I want here. But yeah, I've got quite a few new ones. Chunky paint. Everybody loves some chunky paint. I don't know if I like this chunky paint though. I'm checking through the paints though to see if there's any good ones in here. Ow. Where's my gouache? But hello, elusive. Hello, Nathan. Hello. These aren't the brushes for me. Do. Honestly, I don't know what I want to fully start with. Do let me know if the music is too loud though. I always feel like I'm starting over when it comes to learning this program. Granted, it's because I don't draw enough. Also, I'll say this, Bui, because you had mentioned you're doing art fight stuff. You have 5 layers here. If you do your art fight stuff here, you can export it in the upper left. That is an ability you have. So if this is a thing you would like to do your art fight stuff on, you are more than welcome to. Hey, Amber. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, actually. There we go. Totally fair, Bui. Totally fair. Just wanted to throw the option out there for you. Do 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 do. You know what? Let's just do some pencil drawings. That'll work. So I wanted to draw some cousins, and I wanted to be silly with it. So let's just do. I mean, we're gonna draw a bean, right? We're gonna draw one of our beans. I don't know what bean we're drawing. We'll figure it out as we go. I'm on the wrong layer. I don't have my template set up like I did before. I lost my template, so I need to lock that. Now we can start. Ow. I think we're putting too much curve on that bean. Hey, Strabo. But like typically with the Katamari cousins, you're looking at your standard like pose, right? And then the head will be here. And we can always like start with a default. Like, yeah, they don't have a neck. All right, so we could like start there. Like they tend to not have a neck. Crossed arms pouting. It's not actually pouting, but do we do like... What's funny is on my other screen, I have like a list of all the cousins pulled up. And I'm wondering, does this have all of them? No. The list of all the cousins in Katamari Damacy is missing one cousin. I find this funny. Like, I'm on the Katamari fandom wiki. Oh, nope, they do have... There is an unnamed Katamari cousin that represents the player in the dating sim name Go High. They're not unnamed! Their name is Cousin! Don't you even. Don't you even. Their name is Cousin. I really do need to replay that one of these days. Kind of like that. Do a little bit of the knobby knee. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Amazing.
Hey, Fox.
Foxology just subscribed to us for another month. That's 16 now.
Thank you so much for the resub, Fox. Appreciate it. Fox, I had to reset my TikTok feed. I ended up in a weird abyss of biphobia, and I'm very much tired of it. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't ideal. It wasn't ideal. So, send me a bunch of crap to fix my feed. Really interesting how much people do not understand like what a phobia is. There was one person in the comments of one of them that said, "It's not biphobia. Phobias are when you want something to not exist." And it's like, wow, that is the furthest off base from a description of a phobia that I've ever seen. Like I've seen some off base ones, but that might be the most off base one I've seen. Hi, BB. But yeah, every so often my TikTok ends up in this hole where it just decides we're gonna like show you a whole bunch of things you don't want to see and you've never shown us you wanted to see. It's like, why? Why have we randomly decided to do this? And it happens like every once in a while. Hey, Samya. Like, I would say probably like every 6 months. And then I just have to go in and refresh my feed. Like, fully reset it and go like, yeah, no, this ain't right. TikTok is the only platform I've ever seen that happen on. I don't know if they're like testing to try and be like, but maybe you've changed your mind and you would like to see all this bigoted stuff. Like, no, no, I don't want to see more stressful things. Shocking, I know. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But I hope y'all are doing all right. I went live a bit early just because I'm like at this weird exhaustion state, and I'm like, well, I'm going live early just in case. They have to end early. I have to end early, but like this is the standard look of a Katamari cousin, right? Like there's nothing special going on here. We're not doing anything like super unique. Hey, Amoru. Hey, Silpek. Go across there. We go. Meep, meep, meep. Number. Congrats on 50 though. I think I made the leg a little too thick. It's fine. This is our first doodle of the day. It's okay. I just really wanted to try and draw a cousin because I haven't drawn a cousin in a while. Um, and I shall be simplifying further. I think you might be going a little too low, Bui. You're getting cut off by the. You do know that like you're getting cut off, right? In the screen. Did I mess up my alignment or? Okay, I just wanted to make sure you were aware. Okay. All good then. Okay, so if we go with that as our like kind of starting point, right? Ooh. Hello, water brush. What are you? Okay, but now let's draw the important cousins, right? Oh my god, the colors are perfect. A little bit bigger. Sounds about right, Somya. This brush is very odd. It's like if I go too quickly, it freaks out. But I hope everybody's doing all right today. I'm sorry I'm not more yappy. It's hot. It's humid. I feel drained and I just wanted to relax with y'all. So I hope this is okay. Hope y'all are all right with the more chill vibes going on. There we go. Ah. Yeah, it rained a bit last night. I've been talking about this actually the last couple of streams. I am in what I would consider sleep debt right now. For those who don't know what sleep debt is basically when your body has decided, hey, you haven't been sleeping really well for quite a bit. you need to make that up. And that's where I'm at right now, is my body really, really wants me to make up all that sleep I'm missing. Now, I'll be real. I'd like to make up that sleep. The problem is, it means I'm tired all the time, right? And I'd rather not be tired all the time. Okay, so wait, I need to make that a little darker. But the problem is, like, I'm very out of sorts with my sleep now. This drawing probably is awful to people who are colorblind. Look at it. This is like, it's like I've drawn a colorblind test. Hi, BB. BB, what are you doing? BB, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why, though? It's funny, like, I can look at this and I go, this looks really messy, but I really enjoy it. And I know that's probably weird, but like this visually is making me very happy. And I don't know if any of y'all agree, but this is making me happy. And I'm kind of wanting to expand on this. Like, let's try this again. I'm gonna go up another layer. We're gonna try this again because I'm. Hey, Tyga. Because this is the thing I point out. Like, you start out with your one shape and then you abstract it, right? So we're gonna take our original here, which is more accurate to kind of how it's drawn for like game art and things like that. I'm also gonna try. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna go. Here, this is coarse jitter, which is a favorite. I'm gonna go into my favorites here. Where do we got? No, no. I don't want a white background though. I feel like with this, we need a specific color. Let's go here. We need. Well, that's impossible to see. Hmm. Like, it'll show on the blue, but I don't really want the blue. I want. Yeah, I want that, but I also don't want this. So let's see if I can get. let's go here. Now, again, this is going to feel like it's too much. I really do think this is going to feel like it's too much, but for some reason, I really want that. Like, my brain is saying, no, 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 embrace the chaos here. So we're going to embrace the chaos, and we're just going to see where we end up. Not the color I want, but I want to be over here. Right, we're gonna embrace this messy texture. I like this color. We're getting a little too far in the green. If I go over here a little bit, I think that'll reduce the green. This brush makes me happy, though. This brush makes me really happy. Oh, that's awesome, Tyga. Also, props on you for cleaning up the environment. Hey, Sly. Yeah, we take the original, which is okay, and then we're going to abstract it. We're going to make something cooler. But in order to do that, I think we need... I mean, we've got a pretty good stem there. We need to go up one now. So we're going to make it a little darker. And by a little, I mean quite a bit. Maybe not that far. Because the bottom of a mushroom gets a little woody. So we can go there and we can add some of that discoloration, that woodiness to it. Hey, Earthquake. And we're gonna go, instead of being more straight on, we're gonna go at more of an angle this time. Like that, and then do the same over here. So they're sitting cross-legged. Right? I like having her sit this way. It feels better. But now we get to the fun part. 10 ones or 5 twos. Or 2 5s. Or 1 10s. I think the only flaw with drawing this way that we run into is that If I'm not writing down the colors, which I really should be. I should be making like a color library and setting these up. It's fine. And then we're gonna remove the kind of elbow we put in and just let her hand sit on her knee. And then we'll do the same over here. Not quite, Wade. Not quite. Now here's the fun part. I drew her neck really, really long here. And I did this on purpose because Kanoko's head is a giant mushroom cap, right? So I wanted to have some space here to do a bit more on this. So hopefully now what I can do here is we take that shape I don't like this spot over here, though. I like most of it. This spot bugs me. I like that shape. I don't remember who drew it, boy. I don't remember who drew the sharks. That was a nice stream, though. Playing a game that really has no distractions and just being able to yap with y'all while you draw. I really do like having the magma screen up. I feel like it's just one of those things where I don't think it suits every stream to have. I don't like this color. This color feels better, but it's still not right. Like, I had the color over here. Oh, because of, like, seeing the mix of them. It'll get really fun when I zoom it out. Yeah, this color is more what I was after. It's a really nice brush. But I'm gonna be real. This kind of texture is what I want to manage for my for the moss overlay. I want to figure out how to make this in Godot as the moss, because I think this is exactly what we need to really sell it visually. But yeah, check this out. If I zoom out, you lose so much of that texture, but the colors. It's really fun to look at. Ooh, ramen bowl. I shall have ramen today. This is one of those visual things though. Like I really love the idea of having this as a like style for things. Like I'm just considering like I want to do a video game and I want to do a very artistic style to it, right? I don't think the characters would be done with this. I think the characters right now in my head, the characters would probably be 2D. Like we're talking like Paper Mario style. Or Nico or things like that, where you're kind of having the 2D character and you're going between like poses in the animation. I think it'd probably be more like that. But the environment I would like to have be very shader heavy, like this going on. I had tried making shaders in Godot the other day, and it just was not agreeing with me. Like, it wasn't previewing what I was telling it to do. It just wasn't showing at all. And it was like, I don't know what to do here. Kinoko is my favorite cousin. So much. Oh, I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun with that, Taiga. Okay, so it should be just those two. I just want to move them over. Go there. Those. There. Those. I don't. That was not supposed to delete, and I do apologize. Congrats on finishing reroll. I was toying with some settings the other day. Well, last night. It's gonna take me a second because it lags out when you update it. 1 second. Sorry, I forgot to undo the stuff I was changing. And it gets really, really laggy when you change the moderation settings and mix it up for some reason. Do 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 There we go. Yeah, they're always on sale. I would you agree with me, Earthquake, though, that it plays worse, right? Like it feels off, doesn't it? Like it felt a little bit better in We Love Katamari than it did in the first one. Obviously, there's like that was their first move into it, but it is interesting to like it feels very different to me. Let's move you up there. You get to sit in the corner. We'll move you up there. You over there. And it might be because I'm just more aware, but oh yeah. So part of the reason for that is like the original Katamari was made in a custom engine, right? Like it was coded the engine and all to work on the PS2. The PC version, however, and the remasters in general are they're made in Unity. So it's an entirely separate engine to everything. Which kind of throws things off a little bit. Oh my god, it's hot! Woo! Yeah, and it's not made by the same studio. Like Bandai made the original two with Keita Takahashi, and then same engine was used for like the PSP. They had to remake the engine for the PS3 and the 360, and I think the 360 version was made in Unreal. I'm not sure what the PS3 version was made in. Probably also Unreal, but a custom engine for the PS3 because PS3 was weird. Once Upon is back in Unity, but that's new. The Vita version, I don't know what the Vita version was made in at all. But like the engines change, and when the engines change, a whole bunch of things get weird, you know. I need like there's color set libraries, which I could just use these actually. Thinking about it, maybe that's worth it. I don't know. I wanna kind of doodle the concept for what I want, like the new like I want. So I've talked about this. I wanna change our overlay for the stream a little bit, right? And I want it to be a little bit curved. Not a lot, but just enough that you can see that it's curved, right? So like something like that. And it'll be doing an infinite scroll. Let me get a better angle. Right, so it's just a slight curve, but it shows that our planet that we're on is curved, right? And then I want to have different environment things that'll go by as it moves. But I was talking about this a little bit with Elusive the other day in the Discord. But I want to create kind of event tiles, like a board game, right? So we'd have our same general layout screen up here, blah blah blah. So if I do this, you get the idea. So screen's still up there. We still have all the space. Screen might get raised up and moved over a little bit to show more down here. That might be a change that happens generally, though. The reason the screen's as low as it is now is because of Mari, so I'm not sure what'll happen. Because I'd like to not mess with Mari. Yeah, I'd like to keep Mari with some space, so we'll have to sort that out. Or maybe we give Mari a better like perch or something. I don't know. But we do something like this. We've got our screen up there, we've got this, and then I'm over in the corner. But what I want to do is I want to create kind of like game board tiles. And these tiles will only be progressed by getting subs and stuff, right? So these are more event-based tiles is what I'm thinking, as we set these tiles in down here. And then if we get a sub or things like that, we progress across them. And maybe it's like every 5 subs. So maybe this is like 5 subs, this is 5 subs, this is 5 subs. But every time that happens, we progress the overlay over to another variable of the background. So like maybe over here we've just got our like little plants in the background, our strange like almost like coral, or I don't know what we'd call these. We don't really have a name for them, but we could do like those plants there, and some of them will be in the foreground, right? It's kind of our like foresty area. They're not really trees. They're hardened moss plants, right? But then you get to the next tile, and then maybe this area is a bunch of like large flowers, and the environment is evolving. And we take that as a new thing there that's in that section, right? And then that'll go over the whole area. I don't know what that is, Taiga. I'm assuming it's like a moped license in this case. Oh, okay, so just a motorcycle license, yeah, in general. We use the word license for driving and stuff like that, not card. Oh, that donut looks good. The real question that starts happening with this, though, is like, do we do like a kind of like swampy area? If we do a swampy area, does that mean the swampy area gets like a bunch of like puddles and like ponds and stuff in the terrain and things like that that can exist? Do we have like roots growing up out of it that do something? Is it creepy? But like we make each area have these like different themes, right? That's my hope, is like we'll have each area have these like little themes going on. Oh, and then on the little square, I should have a little like chibi version of me. Like I should have like a little like a walking sim version of me like standing there waiting. And then a little like walk animation when I go to the next tile. Have me on that, and then every time I get like a little sub or whatever, I will never move from this spot. This terrain will the terrain will move is the thing. So the terrain in general in the background won't be moving like it is now. It'll move based on goals, right? So when we hit goals and those meters fill up, this will move across is the idea. So it changes it a little bit, right? It changes our method of doing this. So we have this going on, and then we'll still have all the calf pints for y'all. The calf pints will be walking wherever they want in this background, and hopefully be able to move between areas. I will have to learn how to make a stream avatars all of my own though. So as a note, you will be losing what you have on stream avatars probably when I figure this out. Um I'll still try and make the outfit stuff and all the things you need there. I'll still try and pull all of that off and get all of that working. Um, but I want to make it um, more interesting. So like one of the things I'd like to do, hey VJ, one of the things I'd like to do is maybe I'll have like a guide on my website for y'all. If you want to customize the outfits and stuff, you'll be able to type the commands in chat for like, I want to wear this jacket, and you'll be able to do like, um, you'll be able to write calf pint jacket number 3 or whatever, and then I'll just put that jacket on you, right? If you've unlocked it, is hopefully the idea, but we'll see that when we get there. But what's fun with this is we can do special event tiles, right? We could have like certain tiles when they're hit will cause something to change in the overlay. We can do all sorts of stuff with that. Yeah, Mari's up in that corner, and I don't know where we would put Mari. The only other thing I could think to do is like maybe put Mari like in the foreground at the bottom, like looking across, but I like Mari being up by my head. I could also try and figure out if there's a way I could put Mari on my shoulder. I need to talk to Rahi again. I don't know if Rahi's done any work on it, but one of the things I wanted was the ability to have multiple audio sources for the mic, so I could put Mari in on the overlay with me perched on my shoulder is what I want. So she would just be clinging on to me. But the problem is the voice reactions can only go off of one audio source. I don't know how much I can adjust her pose to work with that, but I think that would be more fun to just have her be a part of everything or attached to me. Even if it's just like clinging onto my leg or something, right? Like there's options there. I could have her clinging over onto my right leg, your left. Right? Like have her like hanging on down there. Stuff like that. How's it going, Jing? I don't have the funds for it, or I'd commission her as like a lap pet, like snoozing there. But yeah, I'll need to talk to Rahi, see if there's been any progress on that, if Rahi is still interested in that idea, or if it's been shelved. Before I make like full decisions. But yeah, I'd like to just have environments, right? And then we can create new things for each environment every once in a while. We can go, oh, I'd like to add in new trees or things like that. And when we hit these areas, we could even have like bits of the overlay start growing on, right? We could have things like that happen. We could have card redeems that can force a roll, right, to move ahead, things like that. I'm exhausted, Jing, and it's hot. But I want to make my stream even more interactive is one of the big things. Like that's my major goal is I want to make the stream as interactive as I possibly can. And I don't have a specific way to pull that off in a way that will always work. But I think stuff like this would be better. It might mean the game screen has to get a little smaller, which I'm not too happy with, but I do think there is a priority in finding that balance between visual appeal and what's interesting overall. Right? Because like some people aren't gonna want some people aren't gonna tune in if they don't find the stream visually interesting, if they don't see enough of that, they're not gonna tune in, right? So I need to make sure that the stream is as interesting as possible. To be eye-catching. But it should lead to being able to do more day-night stuff that'll work better. We might lose some of the games cast lighting though, depending. Though it might still be on me, but not the terrain kind of situation. I don't know. But I'd like to get everything captured. All right, let's be silly and we'll color this in. I'm being yelled at by a cat. Meow. 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 Ding. Hey, Amber. You were already here, but I'm saying hey anyway. But like,
Hey Cameron, I
yeah,
think it's time you move before you fuse with the chair. Or grab a
probably.
drink.
Hi! Fear! Why are we so screamy lately?
Meow.
Meow. I suppose the other option is we somehow migrate Mari into the overlay itself. I don't know if I want to do that, though. But like, I want the terrain to look more like this. This has a more Katamari vibe to me. And then it would have some areas that are a bit darker. Right, which would probably. The way to do this would be something like this. Let me add another new layer. Go up to maybe go over here a little bit. It would be something like this, right? Which I realize right now looks filthy, but if I take this and then we just go we do that, right? And then we'd be able to do clouds, right? So we'd have the clouds drifting over the terrain, breaking it up. I do think we would have it less complex texture-wise than what you're seeing, but having the shadows of the clouds going across the terrain, having some actual shadows and height maps to the terrain. Fear, I love you. I love you. Stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me, please. I don't know what you want. You're laying with me. You don't want anything. You're getting the attention, buddy. He's just whining to whine. I love him, but he's such a pain. But yeah, just getting something like this going on. I think the best reference I can think of is Flock for the terrain. I should play Flock again just for visual inspiration. Hi, Fear. He's laying under my left arm. But something like this, and then I think the main problem I'm gonna run into out of anything is gonna be figuring out what I want to do with the sky. What's cool though is once we get like in a game engine instead, right? We don't have to be like, oh, we need a nice little pale sky color. Like I don't need to use this. We don't need to have a blue sky all the time. It's pretty. Don't get me wrong, this is pretty. But like we don't need to use that color. Like we can have a proper like sunset and it goes into like our pinks. Or we can go into the oranges and go very storybook with it, right? Like we can do all of these. They're all options. Hell, green sky, green sky. They're all available options, right? Here, are you good? Are you good? Crud in your eye. Here. But what's really cool about this is I could actually let y'all pick the color if you wanted. Hey, Arky.
Amazing. Archeator just subscribed to us for another month. That's 32 now.
But like I could let y'all like change the colors. I could put you all in control if you wanted. Like I could let you say, "Hey, I'd like the sky to be this color right now with a redeem." And we could change it temporarily, right? Hey, Shuren. Y'all are picking a really bad time to show up though because it is time for a 3-minute break. Arky's immune. Arky's not going to get the ads. I don't know about Shuren. But we are going to step away for 3 minutes. You're not going to miss anything. But we do need to just get up, wiggle around, because we've been here for an hour. And that is the best thing to do. So I'll catch you all in 3. Be right back. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. How the hell? My God. My God. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Hello? Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart.
I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horuman, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. How the hell?
Hello, I'm back. My cat yelled at me. Didn't you, Fear? I don't know why you're so yelly. I'm here. I'm next to you. Hi. Stop yelling at me. Ugh. But yeah, we have the ability to do whatever we want for our sky, which means we can do get a little more red here. Right, and then we made it into the oranges. Really, I went a little too far into the green. Still too far into the green. There we go. And we jump past the green and we go up here. It's gonna be really hard to get that fade right there without going into the greens. I mean, we could go into a very pale green. And we do something like that. What do you look like? Not good. Answer was not good. We can, however, do this. Doesn't look great, though. But yeah, like, we can do a lot of, like, cool visual stuff, right? So our overlay could have really cool sky patterns. We could have proper sunsets. The key thing to me is just making sure that we get the day-night cycle actually working on it. Let me group those together. See if I can do this to make these more clear. No. Trying to see if there's a way to get the sketch lines that I did here work. There we go. You can kind of see it there if I switch it to inverse. Yeah, I don't know. It's been one of those days for me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Doo-doo-doo-doo. But I hope you all have been doing well. BB is melting behind my monitor, I just noticed. One sec. My phone's going off. Why are we going off? Oh. Okay. Go up here. Go to pencils, grab our HB. So there are a handful of Katamari cousins that never really got the attention they deserved. And my brain really wants to try drawing them, but I feel like I'm not skilled enough at drawing them right now. And I'm mad at myself. But it's just because I'm out of practice. Do a pose kind of like that. Get our general shape like that. I've drawn them far too skinny here. But let's see. Ow! Hey, Glue. Okay, the original design is a bit different. Let's lengthen the dress a little bit. I want to get more flow out of this. The cousin I am drawing has a dress on. Oh, unlike Kanoko here, who sits in the nude, this one is dressed. Um, let's go there. There. Silpek, I think you might be really, 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 really far behind. Right there. Hey, Pluto. Try that. I think the problem is when I draw a lot of the cousins, I draw them a lot lankier than they are, and they're for the most part they're kind of squat, and I think it makes them all feel a little off to me because I haven't really figured out the style I want to use with them yet. Like Kanoko is one that I've kind of like adopted into being whatever art style I feel like doing at the time. rather than being consistent. But I'd like to be consistent with the cousins as a whole. But Kanoko's in this weird third space where she is whatever she wishes to be. I remember one thing from my architecture class that I took in college that was very much focused on how do you draw a circle in 3D space, and it really comes down to good luck. Like we were taught with a like a manhole cover. We had to draw a manhole cover, and just like and draw a circle. And it was just like, hmm, like it was very much a good luck. Like, oh, thank you. So bonus points if you know what cousin this is, but I highly doubt anybody would know what cousin this is, especially based on the details I've drawn so far. The only detail I've given is a microphone and a dress. Purple cousin. And if you're trying to guess what cousin this is, I'll be real, they're not in any of the mainline games, including the new DLC coming out, which is sad. They are interestingly one of the very few cousins that one could argue has breasts, though. Let's go there. There we go. Boo, 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 boo. She's also one of the only cousins in the game that I would say is not pale skinned. Problem is, it's going to add green to whatever I do here, isn't it? I'd like to avoid. The brush really wants to go into greens. Like that's Kanoko's color. That's not correct at all for this character. Which is quite an issue, honestly. Go over here. Can I get Nope. 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 Stay saturated, but don't go all rainbow. Why are we going rainbow? Ah! Hey, Gold. I'm really not happy with like whatever's happening here with the skin tone. It's actually bothering me a lot. I'm not gonna keep it. I can't with this brush. I feel like there's maybe a way I could remove the green elsewhere, but I'm happy with Kanoko. Kanoko turned out great. Oh, my foot hurts. Ugh. Now here's a question. Can I accessorize? I can. Okay, let's accessorize Kanoko here. Add in the wings. Is the main bit of decoration I do. Which one are you? Are you? Okay, you're that one. I need to move you into group 2. There we go. And then we need to add a little bit more onto Kanoko. And I'm thinking that there's a lot of things they could add for like the best items, but I think just something simple. Like we'll add the little mushrooms, right? Why is that being weird? Oh, that's why. Did you not want to add where I told you to? Thank you. So one of the items you can get is the mask, and the mask on Kanoko. Actually, no, the mask on Kanoko. Yeah, no, I think this is the mask. No, it's the giant mushroom. There's a giant mushroom item that on Kanoko specifically, it replaces it with a bunch of little tiny mushrooms, and I love it. We're just gonna go like that. They're very impossible to see here, and I probably should have thought that through. Like we're not doing mushrooms. But I do like how the wings turned out. They're the right color. My arm itches. I itch. I'm weak. I'm tired. I'm sore. I'm exhausted. Oh, it's been a long day. Hi, BB. Hi. The one thing I haven't done is sign this though, so I do need to fix that. So let's sign our little mushroom down here. I like it. Oh God, earthquake. You okay? Hi, Beard. I'm extra tired now. I got a fan on me, which is not making my life better. Yeah, you probably should. Remember your electrolytes. Honestly, though, I'm pretty pleased with this. I would like to get better at this brush and understand the brush. Because I feel like it's got some traits in it that are making it very specific. Like, can I... Can I... Okay, so I'm going to make one called Coarse Jitter 2, right? So, yeah, now we've got both. Now, can I take Coarse Jitter 2, right? So we're gonna toy with this a little bit. We've now got Coarse Jitter 2. So this is the default. If I go there, that's what we're getting. We've got a lot of settings in here. That's the shape. Mix selected color. What do we got here? Blending. We don't need to mess with blending. We don't need to paint with depth. What we're running into is it does this, which is the main color. But how do I change how it's handling that color? I don't think it's resaturation. Resaturation does... Okay, resaturation is adding variety. Okay. So if I put that at 0... 0, we just get the color I have selected. Okay. So I can change that, and then it was more up here, and we got that. Okay. So we figured out what was going on with the brush. Which means now if I were to go, if I wanted a darker color with less green, we go here and we reduce the resaturation, and then there's less green. Okay. Mushroom. Okay, so that is what I want, but I need to rename this. Rename Coarse Jitter. Where's the T? Sorry. The keyboard is behind my hand. There we go. So Coarse Jitter Smooth is now a reduced resaturation. So that way this has less variety and looks less dirty, which I don't think the dirty is bad. I think the dirty works really well here. But if I were to redo it, I'd probably go with something more like this. I think being messier in the background is good, and then smoother in the foreground is probably where we should have been. Right? Because this is very soft. Which soft isn't bad, it's just you have to want that. So like if I wanted a smooth background, like let me go like this really quick. Like if I wanted a smoother background, it's an option, right? Like we can do this, and it's not the worst thing, but I feel like there's a lot of character lost without having that super rough background. But if Kanoko were smooth, I think it'd be fine. I think that level of saturation is good in the background. I don't have brain power today. And I hate it. I do really like this concept though, to really bring the overlay more to life, and having like play spaces on it and movement and things like that based on y'all hitting goals. I think the one thing would be, I want to figure out ways to make things more. I want to make the goal bars better. That's one of the things I want to figure out with that new setup. But it does become a, how do I make them nicer, right? Like, what do I do to make those goal bars feel good? And like, because I don't like having goal bars on the screen. I think they're important. Like, you can see there, you can see my Twitch sub count, which that bar does not update correctly, and I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if I can get that number maybe and fix it, but I'm gonna have to look into that. But like, the per stream funding is important. Like, that is how much money I need to on average make on streams for me to be more comfortable with this job as a whole. The Streamloots goal is a the Streamloots goal is a every 2 weeks where I'd like to be. I should reduce that number. If I'm gonna have the per stream funding up, I can reduce that goal and it not be an issue. Give me a second. Scotty doesn't know that he doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty, Justin. I need this number to be. Oops. There we go. It has been updated. Amaze. But yeah, I've changed. I'm changing that because I've got the per stream funding and they don't overlap with each other, right? So if I can hit that goal and do some of the per stream funding, it would help make my life a lot easier. So having it reduced helps kind of market that a little bit better. But like, I want to figure out a better way to like advertise those, right? Like, do we change the overall goal for subs? Do we make that a per stream goal and then, or just have a permanent goal and then that'll migrate the overlay? Aw. Thank you, Pluto. But like, we could have the overlay move based on subs, and then every 5 subs it moves to another area, which would encourage the subs, and we just have like a little thing spinning going 5 subs. But like, I don't know. That's one of those things where I don't want to have goal meters on the screen if I can avoid them. Because I find visually they're unappealing. Which I know sounds silly. It's like, I need them. It's my job, and I do need that support. But it is one of those things where it's not the most aesthetically pleasing little situation to be in, right? Baba dubba doo boo doo boo doo boo. Ugh. I don't know where my brain is at though. The heat is getting to me. It's not even the heat, it's the humidity. What is the humidity right now? Because last I checked, it was 95%. I'm still sitting at 95%. Like, it's not temperature wise, it only feels like 82. Oh, the humidity went down to 74. Cool. It's still awful. I don't know. I feel drained. I don't have time before we all run out. 8 long months, he finally set in free. I told him I couldn't lie. He was the only one for me. Bah, 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 bah. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do right now. Obviously, I could draw more. Could draw more of the cousins. I'm happy with what I drew though, and I'm glad I drew. I think that's one of those things where when it comes to art is it's not often I'm happy with my drawings. So it feels really good to have actually created something I am happy with. And I'm sure a lot of other artists here can kind of relate to that little feeling of it's like I'm just happy I drew something, you know? Like I actually drew something and I enjoy what I drew and yay. Refuse, I refuse. Well, I never meant to break. Let him where I want him now. Was so good. I got him where I want him now. Then you know you were. Why can't I grab that panel? There it goes. It's like it didn't want me to grab it. Ugh. I'm just kind of enjoying watching y'all draw. Sitting here, melting. I've hit this point, and I'm gonna ask because a lot of y'all are chilling here. But if you are chilling, lurking, one, I appreciate the lurk. It does mean so much. But if you are here listening, what do you what would you find more interesting for me to add to my streams? I want to make my streams more interesting because we have plateaued as a streamer. We sit typically between 18 and 25 viewers. That's where I've been stuck for a while and I can't seem to get out of it. So, is there anything y'all think would help? Is there any like ideas you have that you think would make things better? Because I think that's where things get a little weird. One of the things that I feel always helps is being bigger on screen, but I don't really want to get bigger than this. You can already see my full body. We'd actually start cutting me off if I got closer, which I don't think is as fun. Obviously, I'm not as animated, and I feel like me not being as animated is something that people aren't a big fan of. So if I can figure out a way to become more animated, that's probably something I should work on. Obviously, getting more expressions in is something I need to work on. I have a bunch of them. I've just not applied them. That is a haunted chain chomp you're drawing, Pluto. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I see a haunted chain chomp right now. Sometime, little girl, you're in the middle, have to ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Hey. I don't know what Bubble is or who Bubble is. I'm sorry. A dry chomp? I don't know. Dry usually means bones. Does a chain chomp have bones? That'd be a skeleton. It'd be more like a boo chomp. But yeah, I don't know like if there's certain games that would be more appealing to people. Oh, you know it's hot when all three cats are lounging on the floor in the same room sleeping. I used to really enjoy drawing chain chomps. Right, Fuss? I don't like I said, I don't think they are. I mean, they're a living being, which I guess means that is armor plating. Though they don't have to have the well, no, they don't have to have the stump. They do have to have the chain. The chain is part of them. Does a piranha plant have bones? I used to draw piranha plants so much. It's really funny. I drew piranha plants and chain chomps a bunch in high school. I'm not a Mario fan. I'm really not. But I drew them a lot. Bargain for you. I've been dying to tell you anything you wanna hear, 'cause that's just who I am this week. uh there was a in a Discord I'm in this morning. I was just screwing around with stuff. But a certain wonderful wonderful character was our conversation this morning. What's funny is, like, I'm slightly off with my drawing, but this is a pretty accurate rendition of the character. Wishing to be the friction in your jeans. Somehow I'm just dying to be him. Not in your bedpost, but you're just a line in a song. Boulevard, break your name. There we go. Max is the bunny. I'm trying to remember the line this morning. I'm gonna play the line because I shared the line in the one in the chat. I was doing it. It's not a bad chain chomp. Where is it? It's this one.
In fairness, I'm a disgrace to others, including women and children as well.
In fairness.
In fairness, I'm a disgrace to others.
In fairness, I'm a disgrace to others. And women and children as well. Yeah. But you don't like women, Max. I don't? Hey, Maxon.
Including women and children as well.
I didn't click on that. Including women and children as well. But yeah, no, I was listening to random sound bites of Max this morning. But it's really fun to do Max's voice. You just gotta get really into it. We gotta talk like this and be serious at the same time. I don't know. I like doing I like doing Max voices. With the girl at the rock show, she said what? And I told her that I didn't know. She's so cool, gonna sneak in through a window. Everything's better when she's around. Can't wait till her parents go out of town. I fell in love with a girl at the rock show. It's weird that the Katamari cousin list has them sorted by male and female cousins if you want them to be. It's kind of neat, but also you don't need to do that. I didn't know Pooh and Nai Nai were women. Today I learned. I guess there was something to learn anyway. And Kyun? Really? The rock show, she said what? And I told her that I didn't know. She's so cool, gonna sneak in through her window. Everything's better when she's around. I'm looking at some of the lines. Oh, cool. She's in Tap My Katamari. I guess I knew that. I probably went that far. I don't know. I think I've lost the save again. I like this. In her Japanese matching game description, it stated she likes gyoza. However, in the English version, it states she likes chocolate cake. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da-da. She's one of the few cousins to make an appearance outside of the Katamari franchise. She's a playable character in Crossy Road. I don't know. What are y'all feeling? What are y'all feeling? Oh, here, you know what? Something I haven't drawn that I should draw. Because I'm sure Taiga would appreciate it, right? When in doubt, draw an apple. I don't ever wanna be you. I wanna be just like you. This brush would be perfect for a children's book. Why does that song have a random lyric about using the restroom? I will never understand that. Actually, I wonder. Whoa! A little bit like that. There's that. We are doing the most cliche of all apples, but like I don't think an apple can be more cliche than this, right? I think it works out. I think I overdid it a little bit on the smoothing. The only thing I'm kind of looking at, like going, I may have over smoothed it. Getting a lot of like dark in the. It's like if I go all the way to the edge, it starts adding in very dark colors that don't need to be there. When you push her around. It's a pretty good apple. It's a pretty good apple. I'm happy with it. Ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba. I'm gonna be real though. Before Mari yells at us to take a break, I think I'm gonna wrap up today. And I realize we've only been live 2 hours, but I'm sleep deprived. I've mentioned this before. I'm in sleep debt issues right now. I'm not sleeping the best, so I am gonna call it there. I think. Which again, I do apologize that it is a bit early. I would just like to rest up and hopefully get back on track. We'll be streaming again later tonight though. So like I'm not like going away, right? I'm still chilling. I'm still chilling. I'm just gonna call it for tonight. But thank you everybody for drawing on the overlay. It will be stored in the Discord if anybody wants it. But I'm gonna send you away. I'd like to send you all away. And I'd like to send you all somewhere new. If I can. Let me see. Um let's go. You know what? Let's bug Sky. I haven't rated Sky in a while. Let's go bug Sky. Hey, Fee. You got me as I'm wrapping up. I'm gonna send y'all over to Sky. Sky is also doing art, so that seems like the right place to send y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, though. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a fantastic one. Take care of yourselves. Be sure to rest, get plenty of water, and stay cool as the heat wave and humidity all hits. But I will catch y'all next time. Gotta turn off the music really quick. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.